guys, so now we're going to show you the Koshi Guruma. This is going to be one of the throws, all right? So we're going to start out, to do this with your partner, you want to get your partner his legs a little bit open because we're going to go between the legs as we practice this, okay? So we're going to get here, we're going to spread the legs of our partner right here, and now I'm just going to grab the gi behind the neck here, and I'm going to grab the sleeve, okay? So this will be similar to when we start with our kazushi. So if you don't remember the kazushi, refer back to that kazushi video, okay? So we're gonna go here, I'm gonna grab, I'm gonna get a little bit off-centered as well with this one, okay? So I'm not gonna start right here because I'm gonna turn my hips in, and if I turn my hips in and I'm off, then I'm gonna end up in the wrong spot. So I wanna be off-centered a little bit so that I can get underneath in the right area, okay? So I'm gonna go here, I'm a little bit off-center. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with, just like when we do our kazushi, I'm gonna go to step. When I start to step, okay, I'm gonna give him a little bit of a pull, just enough to get him on his toes off balance, okay? So as I go here, I'm going to step, and when I step, I pull, and this top hand, okay, this top hand is gonna go over, and I'm gonna grab the lat, okay? So when I go over, I step, and I grab the lat, right here, okay? So I'm gonna see how I land right here between him, okay? I'm not too much on one side or the other. I have a good grip right here with the lat. I have the sleeve to my body, and I have my hip underneath him, okay? So this is important to get my hip underneath him so that I become his center of gravity. So if all I do is pop, then he is able to scoop under, okay? So I'm making like a scooping motion with my hip to get him over, and then I can complete the throw, okay? So again, we go here, I'm gonna get my grips. As I give him a little off balance, I step, and I get in between. Now I have my grip right here. I have my hips underneath him. I can feel my hip is underneath this part of his hip here, okay? So if I feel like I'm too much on one side, that's not gonna be any good. So I wanna get my hip in the correct spot as I go here, boom. Once I'm here, then I pop. And then once I've lifted him using my hips, okay? This isn't gonna be something where I throw them with my arms, okay? At least in the beginning. I wanna get my hips underneath, and then once I've popped my hips up, then my arms can guide him, because then he's very light. If his weight is still down on the ground, I can't throw him. Once he's airborne, it's very easy to steer somebody, okay? So again, from this angle right here, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get a little bit off center, I get my grips, notice I just give him a little bit of tug, just enough to get him off balance on the toes. As I go here, I step, once I step, boom, I get underneath, I have my grip, I have this to my body, and I'm underneath him. Now, I have my pop. Now this is the part, boom, where once he's up, I can steer his body through and finish the throw, okay? So one time right here. So I go here, I go in, boom. And that's your Koshi Guruma. All right guys, so now I'm gonna explain, if you don't have a partner at home for the Koshi Guruma, this is gonna be a banded version of that so that you can practice it a little bit at home, okay? Keep in mind, this is more of a footwork than anything, okay? Don't pay too much attention to the grips. The grips are subject to change depending on what kind of throw you're doing. So this can work for Seinage, this can work for Koshi Guruma, and some other throws as well. But the footwork is what's gonna be consistent here, so keep in mind that. Okay, so we're here. Remember, when we do our bands, we're gonna pretend we have like our collar and our sleeve. Okay, so I'm gonna grab those grips and visualize that accordingly. So I'm here. Remember, we don't want any slack. I'm just gonna give it a little bit so I have some tension. So stand back a little bit. I have my collar and my sleeve. Now I'm ready to do my steps. I'm gonna initiate as I pull a little bit here. I'm gonna step. So I pull, step, and I'm gonna go through. Now I sit as if I'm gonna go do my throw. Okay, so don't bend your back too much, don't lean back, don't get off balance, okay? Stay in a good posture position. So I'm here, I step, boom. Now I'm down, and I'm with my throw, okay? Don't flare your arms out, everything to your body, just like we would when we throw. So we're here, you step, boom. And just make this a smooth motion, just like when we're doing our throws. Just right here. And that's how you're gonna be able to do this at home. All right guys, so now I'm gonna show you an option. If you don't have a band and you don't have a partner, it's real easy to still do this footwork drill for Seinage, Koshi Guruma. Again, the handwork is subject to change, but just think about the feet and get some good movement in, okay? If you wanna make this more of an exercise and get a good sweat going, make it some functional cardio, just speed up the process. But definitely as you're learning this, just start real slow, real smooth, and that's gonna be the priority, and then you can always speed it up and get a little more aggressive with your movement later, okay? So we're just gonna start here. I'm gonna pretend I have my grips. I'm gonna be just a little bit on my toes, okay? Not like up like this or anything, but definitely not just on flat feet and all clunky, okay? So we wanna be light on our feet. So I'm here, I'm gonna step, boom, and I go back, and I'm pretending like I'm getting my throw, okay? So if you wanna do like Koshi Guruma, we're here, pretending like I have that lat grip, okay? Or you can go back, you can do like you're sitting on, you grab our collar, and we're gonna go for our underhook grip, boom, and do our throw here, okay? Same thing. So as we go here, we're going in, boom. Just like this, here, or we do a signade, boom, just like this, okay? That's gonna be a drill that you can do, just a shadow throw, and you don't need a partner or a band.